80,000 subscribers is our target. Then 2 lucky winners will be able to choose 5 wallets of their choice from my inventory. Noisy birds. Anyway, if we haven't reached 80,000 yet, you still have a chance. Subscribe now. Ekster just released a tool card, which, while underwhelming, actually makes sense for their customers and their wallets. But there's a fiddly bit in this, which toward the end I'll reveal, but I bet you'll see it as we go along. Here we go. This is the Ekster Tool Card. Rather small. With the new Ekster packaging, they have this more slide box. So let's take that off. You have the ability to get it out by pushing up like this. And voila! Here is the new Ekster Tool Card. Really something for everyday carry. It's flat on the back. We have all of our texture and milling on the front. And I think right now you can see everything it does. However, have you seen it yet? I know, too early. Well, let's keep watching. Let's first start off with these 5 wrenches right here. We've got a 1/4 inch hex bit wrench. I like that. So you can put any kind of hex bit in there. I wish it was isolated. It could have been right up here. There's a 5/16 to 1/2 inch bit wrench, as well as a 3/16 and 9/16 wrench. Over here we've got a flathead screwdriver. We have this SIM card pin ejector right here that's attached via magnet. You can see it's kind of a clever idea. I'll put it back there. Of course, a bottle opener, because why not? And a inch ruler here and a metric ruler right here. And as you can see through the different holes, that's where we have little punch areas where you can take an awl, you can take a very sharp pencil or anything else to mark what that distance looks like. And that is the quick review of the features. It measures 3.5 by 1.9 by 0.06, pretty thin. And it weighs 35 grams. Now, as you can tell, because of the size, it was made to accommodate Ekster wallets. It's not very wide, especially when you compare it to a normal credit card, which I'll show you right here. We'll line these up down below and you can see that they are not equal in width. And I'm saying this is meant to really be the right width so that it fits, I think, in their Parliament wallet, which we'll show you in just a second. Now, it is hefty by comparison to the lever gear. As you can see right here, the weight difference between the two. Lever gear full size only 28 grams, and the Victorinox Swiss Card Lite is 26. So there's quite a bit of heft in this one. Have you seen it yet? Designed in the Netherlands and made in China, it's made from a 304 stainless steel. So how we get the heft in this, nice choice. This is really going to hold up very, very well. And it's priced for $31. Reasonable, I think, for what you get from this. So let's see how this fits in a few Ekster wallets. We have the Parliament right here, and put this back in place. You have these side pockets here. If we put this in here, you can see how, from a width perspective, this fits the narrow pocket slot that we have here, the card slot on the Parliament. Seems to fit there very well. And if we want to make this more accessible, we pull this out and put this into the exterior pocket right here. You can see that it actually tucks in nicely and is not extruding too much. I think I meant to say extending, not extruding. Stupid, Mark. All right, let's see what this does with the Senate. So we have the Senate, and of course this is not something you put in the box itself. You're going to have to put this in some other pocket. And so for the regular Senate, and let's see if where this is in here, I can get it out easily. Let's see. There we go. All right, put this SIM pin back. Let's set that aside here, and let's look at the Senate. The pocket here fits nicely, perfectly there. And of course, one of the ones I wanted to try was, the carbon fiber, or essentially the aluminum. It is all metal, and this is a metal plate. On the aluminum, of course, it is a metal plate all the way around. And the risk here is that you are going to start scratching things if you pull this in and out a lot. But you can, of course, put it in here and keep it until you need it, and it shouldn't be a big deal. Now, what about regular wallets? Take one of our standards here, which is the Bellroy Slim Sleeve. Fits just fine. And you know what? If this was tighter, I think it would be okay, because as is, it will have a tendency to fall out because it does not have the width to be able to create that friction and tension on both sides of the wallet. What about another metal wallet? Let's try the Ekster. Let's put this SIM pin back again. And let's see how this goes in. That's not going to work all that well. And obviously it's because of this right here. So let's flip this around and see if this fits. And it doesn't. So this extends just a bit more than we were hoping. As you can see, we line this up here on the left. This protrudes. So you're really going to be in a world of hurt if you want to use this with any other wallet that is accustomed to the width or the width of a card, or height of a card here. So that, whoopsie, that it can actually slide in this way. It's not going to work. And if we were to look at this from the Dango, this isn't going to work here. You could put this in on its non-metal part, and this would work just fine for you there. But there are some limitations to what it can do. And now the functions of this tool provide really the basic, but in the bell curve of what you'd like to use most, it is here, and it's in this small footprint. So I think I definitely use maybe the flathead often, definitely the box opener, bottle opener. I've complained about that in the past. I think we have bottle openers here because why not? This one I travel, sure, but that's, you know, I think it's just good for your middle of the bell curve. And as a super solid and good consideration for urban and office carry, I really like this. So what's the fiddly thing? Well, it's the SIM pin. Nice thought on the magnet to hold it, but it's going to fall off when you start using the tool card in any considerable way. So now on to the final score. For quality of 5, very well made. Price of 3. Features of 3. It does what it's supposed to do. Little on the lower end side of features, but then again, it's not really compared to other tools. It's what you use. Usability 4 and perception of 4. That gives us a final score of 41 out of 50. It certainly is a tool, but if you like this video, then watch this one next. Do not delay, and remember to subscribe. We'll see you in the next review. Bye.